Okay, so we are live. Yeah, we are live. So, good morning, everyone. Okay, Happy New Year. Isro is launching their Xposat. It was previously decided to launch in the December, but it got delayed for some reason. Okay, give me just 1 second. Okay, so what you can see now on your screen is the brochure that provided us. Where you can see all the events and their times and the velocity while it will happen and the altitude also. This is a very good thing that ISRO provides every time before launch. So you can see that RCT ignition, which will be at T minus 3 seconds, and PS1 ignition. RCT means those very small boosters that you can see on the side of the stage 1. PS1 means the main center stage. And the PSM XL56 GL ignition means the side solid boosters will ignite at 0.42 T plus 0.4042 seconds. Okay, so T minus 12 minutes. Okay, let me just open the whole brochure. Okay, so here we are with the brochure and the time sequences. Okay, I can do something. I can switch over to Garib Scientist channel, which is a Hindi channel, and the questions from the comment section I can pick from there. That's a good idea. Wait. So we are here at Garib Scientist channel. We won't need this brochure anymore because he have got this SpaceX slash Japanese style. Okay, so there are so many questions in his comment section. I don't have subscribers, so who will comment? So yeah, he has around 500k subscribers. So let's search from his comment section. So here I have a good question called next Mars mission. So Isro is still not planning any Mars mission. They I think have started working on Chandrayaan 4 or something like that. And next guy, uh, space station expected time. See, space station for if he is talking about India, I can say that it will take India to make the space station like 2040, 2035 to be very optimistic. Do you think low budget is good for Isro or bad? See, I think Isro gets 0.4% of the sorry, 0.4% of the total annual income. I guess so. It is good for Isro. I mean, enough. How Isro moved their rockets from launch pad? Okay, so this is good question. Isro, uh, you can say that it carries its rocket on a crawler. If you search crawler on Google, you can see some photos of the crawler that NASA used to move their space shuttle also, and SpaceX also uses. They call it the transporter erector. So they move it through rail systems. Okay, Garib scientist, will there be any live session for ISRO on Jan 6th when Aditya L1 reaches the Lagrange points? I don't know. Let's see. ISRO might or might not do that. Did you register for message on the bottle? Yeah. I registered it. You can see all of progress on the Discord server. If you haven't joined, you can join the Discord server. Any update about Gaganyaan test flight? What update? It was successful. Very successful. Weather looks cloudy. Yeah. Do Isro support in launching QC? Obviously. Why not? Okay, now let's just focus on the launch as it is just 40 seconds behind.
Third stage action completed. Begin combined hosting for approximately 200 seconds. Okay, I'm back. अभी लंबा कोस्टिंग फेज चलेगा एंड मुझे हर बार पूछा जाता है कि कोस्टिंग फेज क्यों करते
And
हैं
now they will
एंड मैं
start
हर
the
बार सेम
costing
जवाब
phase
देता हूँ
of the
बट
mission.
जो नए हैं
This will be a
उनके
long
लिए
costing phase, about 15 to 20 minutes. About 15 to 20 minutes,
कोस्टिंग
I
फेज
guess.
के मल्टीपल रीजंस है एक तो ऑफ कोर्स
Okay, so now let's
आई
get
गेस
back to the
अच्छा नॉट श्योर
comments, I guess.
किस तरीके के साथ क्या है
Okay. Okay,
आपने सिमुलेट
so
किया
here
अभी
we are.
एंड सिग्निफिकेंट टेल ऑफ थ्रस्ट है देन वो आके वापस क्रैश करे शायद आपके स्टेज 4 के साथ ये
You
एक
can
रीजन
see
हुआ
that
सेकंड रीजन
the
ये भी है
velocity is
कि ऐसा नहीं है
27,452
कि आपका
kilometers per
रॉकेट
hour, which
कंप्लीटली बर्न
means
करते रहना चाहिए
this
आपका
has
शायद
reached the
ऑर्बिट में
orbital
सर्टेन
velocity.
रिक्वायरमेंट हो जो एक डिलेड बर्न लगेगा बट कोस्टिंग फेज तो होगा ये टेल ऑफ थ्रस्ट के लिए एक मिनिमम कोस्टिंग फेज हमेशा होगा उसके बाहर और भी टाइम लेता है देन वो ऑर्बिट के ऊपर डिपेंड करेगा
So let's find some questions and
प्लस
answer
अगर आप
them.
अभी ऑल्टीट्यूड देखो अच्छा अभी तो काफी आउट ऑफ एटमॉस्फेयर गया है तो अभी उतना ड्रैग नहीं
Okay, so Rockstar Dog,
बट देखो
nice
फिर इतना
question.
कंबाइंड मास लेके जा रहे हो तो आपका
2040.
मोमेंटम भी ज्यादा है
He's asking that if India could
बट इस केस में उतना फर्क
send
नहीं
humans
क्योंकि
to
वो
the moon by
ऑलरेडी
2040. I
पहुंच चुका
doubt
है
if they can make a space station by 2040
बट
in
100
orbit.
150 तक डिसेंट
So
डिसेंट
no,
करो
the answer is no.
बहुत कंफर्ट होगा रोडो बैगिंस थैंक यू भाई अपग्रेड करने के लिए बैगिंस ये कोई जोक है क्या विषय में से कार्टो सेट अलग अलग लेवल्स पे अलग अलग
Okay,
सीरीज होंगी कार्टो
so
सेट
now the
की
comment section is active again.
माइक्रोस्ट्रेटिक लेवल पे 5 साल के प्लान रेटिंग रेट 5 Why Isro not make new rocket? They are making
Yeah,
only
okay. So why Isro not make new rockets? So this is a very diplomatic and political question for Isro, I guess, because it's a government organization. Let's just hear it from him. What he does answer it.
approximately 425 seconds. स्ट्रेटिक लेवल पे कार्टो सेट अलग अलग लेवल्स पे अलग अलग सीरीज होंगी कार्टो सेटिक लेवल पे माइक्रोस्ट्रेटिक लेवल पे 5 साल 5 पे Why Isro not make new rocket? They are making engineering.
So yeah, he is talking about NGLV or Next Generation Launch Vehicle. I guess this is the rocket that Isro will use to make their space station. So can't be so optimistic about it.
ये कितना फिर बहुत टाइम चलेगा ये 6-8 मिनट्स Is astrobiology a good option, Tejas? Depends. I mean, देखो हर फील्ड में if you are really good at that field, that field is good. I mean, up you will succeed. So up to you. नासा प्लस इसरो कोलैब सैटेलाइट कब लॉन्च होगा निसार सैटेलाइट किस साल लॉन्च होगा Eh, good solutions are simpler than you think. Like everything doesn't require over engineering.
Military satellite. Let's see how when ISRO launches military satellite. I guess the the Navik will be a
Do you know any other
military
language other than
satellite. I
Hindi English?
guess
I know Konkani, I know Marathi, I know Hindi, I know English. Which launch is more
and
stressful for you?
if
Maybe
you want to know
engineering
what
launch में
happened
होगा
this
ध्यान
year major events, I'm making a video on that. I guess it will
अरे मेरे को
come on
डिस्कस करो
January
तो आपसे
10th.
अब इतने लोग हैं तो
Yeah,
मेरे को ना
so
रिसेंटली वो बहुत खुजली है
be
मेरे
there.
को वो लेना है मेटा क्वेस्ट 3 जो है ना वीआर का एंड आई हैव सम ऐसा कुछ यूनिक आइडियाज है मेरे पास कंटेंट आइडियाज मेरे को डेवलपमेंट वगैरह उस पर करना है ये वो अलग बात है मल्टी स्क्रीन वगैरह स्ट्रीम करना
Is
कुछ करना है
Mangalayan 2 also
बट मेरे को ना
scheduled this year? No, bro,
जस्टिफिकेशन नहीं
no,
मिल
no,
रहा
no.
खुद के लिए इट्स ऑलमोस्ट 50K मैंने मेटा वालों से बहुत कांटेक्ट करने ट्राई किया कि
Starship का integrated
कोई
launch
रिव्यू नहीं
कब
तो इधर
होगा?
हो सकते हो क्या यार
Let's see.
बट किसी ने नहीं दिया
Yeah,
उतना
so let's see. I guess
हाँ यार गूगल इंडिया
during
बेस्ट यार
March.
गूगल इंडिया का टेस्ट
It
अलग
can
है
also happen
लाइक
on
वो
February.
अकेली बड़ी ब्रांड है जिसने चैनल को भाव दिया है किस जिसने भी गूगल इंडिया में मेरे को रेफर किया 2 साल पहले आई मीन 2 साल से उन्होंने 3 वीडियो स्पॉन्सर किए विच इज गुड एंड दे आर द ओनली स्पॉन्सर में और कुछ अच्छा सवाल है व्हाई वी डिडंट गेट इक्लस फ्रॉम अदर कंट्रीज इक्लस मतलब एनवायरमेंट कंट्रोल एंड लाइफ सपोर्ट सिस्टम अच्छा हुआ नहीं मिला बिकॉज आवर फ्यूचर मिशन बहुत डिपेंडेंट है इस पे तो थोड़ा सिफारिश यस
So no good
एलो
questions are there.
707 सेनपाई सिफारिश है
What is relative velocity? It is the velocity
आरजीबी है
when
सो सिफारिश है
if
बड़ा
it is imagined as a point where which has no velocity, and the the speedometer I guess will be kept there, and we
लिखने
will
छोड़ूंगा मैं हिंदी में
locate like the speed is relative. You know, we think that we are still on the earth when we are sitting or standing like that. But if you watch us from the moon, we are rotating at around 450 meter per second or something like that. So this is relative velocity.
श्रीलंका फाइनली आ गया उनकी इसमें हमेशा गायब होता था वो अगर आप देखो तो वो लॉन्च कितना साइडवेज था देखो बिकॉज इट्स गोइंग कितना लो इंक्लिनेशन पे जा रहा है वो अंडमान गायब अंडरस्टैंडेबल देखो एट दिस
Graph overperforming. Okay, I haven't noticed it yet.
पैनिक करेंगे बिना मतलब
So
कंट्रोल से
let's yes. You can see there that the graph is overperforming.
सैट इज रोटेटिंग स्लाइटली पहले भी सैट का थोड़ा या तो नॉर्मल इंडियन स्पिन होगा या तो दे माइट बी पॉइंटिंग इट
And why does ISRO always like pan their cameras into the scientists during the launch? I don't know.
कुछ कम्युनिकेशन सैटेलाइट्स होंगे अभी इनसाइड जाने वाला है जो मेट्रोलॉजिकल सैटेलाइट है वेदर सैट जनवरी में जीएसएलवी के ऊपर फिर होपफुली
Every time any important thing is going on, they pan their cameras into the scientist. Very disturbing and very annoying. Okay, so ignited.
I know आपको पता है बट स्टिल बोल रहा हूँ ये जो नीचे पिंक लाइन है वो प्रोग्रेस बार है मिशन का
Okay, so the
एंड आई एम सॉरी मुझे पता है सब लोगों ने मीटर्स पर सेकंड कर बोला था ये वेलोसिटी को मैं भूल गया तो मैं आज रात तक वो कोड चेंज कर दूंगा
okay, so you can see that the engines are running and it is circulating on the equator. It was actually inclined, inclined something like 70 to 80 degrees because it was launched from Sriharikota. And now as it is approaching the equator, it is now circularizing one. If you play KSP or Juno, you know that after you launch in an inclined orbit, when you are approaching the equator, you can do a normal burn. Like there are two burns, a normal and anti-normal. You can do normal burns and the inclination of the orbit changes. So this is what they are doing now. Okay. So we have got the graph before Isro. Okay. So when they, yes. So let's pause it here and just zoom into it. Okay, here you can see that the red line, the green line is going over the red line. Give me a second. Okay, so you can see that the red line is going, green line is going over the red line, which means the rocket has overperformed, which is good, not bad, nothing bad. Okay, so the engine is running for a long time here. Yeah, this is pretty normal, but everything is looking normal.
प्राप्त होते ही उपग्रह एक्सपोसैट को अंतक्षेपित किया जाएगा. Is ISRO working on rotating detonation engine? Not sure, but I know someone. I mean, किसने बोला मेरे को who works in this field कि डिफेंस के साइड पे कोई काम कर रहा है इसके ऊपर. इतना मुझे पता है. Plus 20 minutes.
Now let's
just Blender 3D modeling. भाई बहुत सारे ट्यूटोरियल्स हैं किसी से ही पढ़ सकते हो.
Now let's get back to the comment section, which would be great.
to for Nisar and not LBM3 क्योंकि वो रिक्वायरमेंट्स परफेक्टली फिट करते हैं कॉस्ट वाइज हो या पेलोड वाइज. अगर हम LBM3 पे भी करते हैं तो बहुत सारा वेस्ट होने का चांसेस है. पेलोड वैसा नहीं करते.
What about SLV D3? I guess SLV D2 was a complete
success. What about SLV D3? मैं भी वेट कर रहा हूँ.
Yes, so we are waiting, as he said also. Nuclear propulsion.
कक्षीय स्थितियां प्राप्त की जा चुकी हैं. अब किसी भी क्षण एक्सपोसैट को कक्षा में अंतक्षेपित किया जाएगा.
Okay, so the fourth stage is
mission success almost there.
Yes,
separate on successful.
Only to separate, only event to separate.
Airtel using Airtel तो satellite injection conditions are achieved. I don't think air fiber is satellite based. Air fiber तो telecom based है ना, normal telecom है. Is it?
Would you see in future after players like Skyroot and Agnikul, ISRO going to be more in interplanetary mission just like NASA after space? No, I guess Skyroot is working on solid rocket engine, so it will not make any further progress. So yeah, I guess Agnikul is working with a liquid rocket, and I have very hopes for Agnikul. Let's see what happens. I guess their first test mission will be this year.
Anytime now.
Okay.
Perfect.
Perfect mission. What a perfect mission was this. Okay,
अभी सेकेंडरी मिशन स्टार्ट होगा एंड कुछ टाइम के बाद ये लोअर करेंगे 350 किलोमीटर पे फिलहाल 650.
okay, so now the payload has been discharged and
We are on top of launch tally now. Seriously, इस साल के highest launches as of now Isro है technically.
The first phase of PS4 restart happens in non-visibility period. The second phase of PS4 restart
okay, we have
takes
on
place
board
in the visibility
footages.
period of Trivandrum in orbit 2. During the non-availability period, ground trace will be updated by extrapolation on the video wall. The non-visibility period is approximately 4,500 seconds. All the stations involved in operation shall continue in positions. Handing over to mission director.
Okay, so flat earthers, see this. Earth is round.
की मदद से देखा एक्सपोसैट और खूबसूरत पृथ्वी का नजारा has injected Xposat primary satellite into the desired orbit. We will be continuing the operations. 2 more PS4 restarts are planned, and the POEM 3 operations will be following. Approximately, the Isro will come around 2 hours after liftoff. Thank you. संबोधन के लिए ले चलते हैं.
Okay, अभी सोमनाथ सर की स्पीच में अभी नेक्स्ट लॉन्चेस का पता चलेगा. So wait.
Okay, so Dr. Somnath will give a speech, and we will know everything about later launches. We'll know everything about later launches. Let's see what he says.
मैं म्यूट जा रहा हूँ. ओके.
So happy New Year to all of you. So on 1st January 2024, yet another successful mission of PSLV has been accomplished. PSLV C-58 has placed the primary satellite Xposat in the desired orbit of 650 kilometer, 6-degree inclination, and we'll be waiting for the exact orbital parameters that will just now come. And we are also waiting for the satellite to have its solar panel deployed. That also will come in a few seconds from now. From this point, the orbit of the PSLV 4 stage will be reduced to a lower orbit, where the upper stage of the PSLV, which is now described as POEM, PSLV Orbital Experimental Module, will carry out experiments with the 9 of the onboard payloads. And that will take some time, and we will come back to listen to all of that, what happened in the POEM experiments little later. Meantime, let me also announce the orbit that has been accomplished, which is available through various routes. It shows excellent orbit, and the deviations from the targeted orbit is hardly just 3 kilometers in circular orbit of 650 kilometer, and inclination is 001 degree, which is one of the very excellent orbital condition. And yet another announcement is the solar panel of the satellite also has been deployed successfully. So with this, the new year has begun with the launch of PSLV. We have an exciting time ahead. Much before telling all of that, let me invite the mission director to have its words. Mr. Jayakumar is the mission director.
fuel cell. We have the silicon-based 10 ampere hour high energy battery, green monopropellant thrusters, amateur radio satellite service, and more important, a totally women engineered satellite for the comparison of solar irradiance and UV index. This, I think, showcases women empowerment in the field of science and technology, and all the payloads, in fact, demonstrate the reforms that are currently sweeping the Indian space sector. But today's success has been made possible by the tremendous efforts put in by a whole group of people from Team Isro, along with other stakeholders. This mission would not have been possible but for the wholehearted effort put in by various teams, the SDAs and SR agencies spread across different centers, starting from SDSC, URSC, STRAC, LPSC, IPRC, VSSC, IISU, LEOS, and also ISRO headquarters. I would also like to thank InSpace for acting as a nodal agency in identifying the payloads for POEM-3 and all the NGs for delivering the various payloads adhering to our schedule. Let me also thank our industry partners for delivering quality products for the realization of the launch vehicle. Let me take this opportunity to thank Chairman ISRO for the mentoring and the guidance provided, and all center directors. Specifically, I would like to thank Chairman and members of MRR, FRR, LV, and ORC, Padmamar sir, Ashok sir and Shuja sir. They have taken extensive reviews, and all the DRTs for clearing the various systems. Also the admin and the auxiliary services who have supported. I would also like to thank my own project team, especially Vehicle Director Damodaran, Associate Vehicle Director Joyce Jules, all the DPDs, the other team members, and the Project Management Office who has been effectively managing the campaign activities. Finally, I thank our family members for the support they provided to make our missions successful. Wishing all of you a happy and a successful new year. Good day. Jai Hind.
Now the satellite director.
Good morning all. As Chairman sir announced, I'm happy to announce that the satellite is placed in intended orbit flawlessly, and satellite health is normal. Solar panels are deployed and battery charging already started. And this is the unique mission, Xposat. It is a unique mission, and this is first mission worldwide to have a study of polarized X-ray sources, and the second mission for polarization. So first time we will be this mission will give the polarization aspects of high energy cosmic sources and in medium energy band, and this will study magnetic field distribution in cosmic sources, and how magnetic field means originating and of these cosmic sources like
first time mark writing. So it's quite good for first time if he is.
Yeah, I also think that he is
all these cosmic sources. So
He's probably
in
smarter
the
than
camera
all
for
of
the
us.
first time.
Experiment
Like, see the
for our scientific community.
fear in his
Once
eyes.
this mission is commissioned, it will be
I think
very
he is the new
fruitful
satellite
for
director of
scientific
ISRO
community
for this
worldwide.
satellite.
And I take this opportunity to thank Chairman ISRO, the Central Director URSC, all Central Directors for making this mission possible by their support and guidance. And special thanks to my former project directors, Shri Amritsar Kenneth, Shri K. Suresh, and Shri Dr. Palani Murugan for leading this mission in different stages of realization. And special thanks to my project team, project executive across the center, and payload team from Raman Research Institute and the Space Astronomy Group of URSC for their relentless effort for making this mission possible and realizing on time. And my special thanks to entire review committee for their guidance and support throughout the mission. And special thanks to industry partners and URSC team for their invaluable contributions for these missions. Now we are waiting for successful commissioning of these missions, and I am really privileged and honored to be part of this mission. I thanks everyone, and I wish happy and prosperous New Year's to all of you. Thank you.
I'll now request the key center directors who have contributed immensely for the successful mission of this PSLV Xposat mission. So first, let me invite the director of the VSSC.
Very good morning and a happy new year. 2023 was the 60th year of first sounding rocket that we launched from Tumba.
So 60 years of rocketry, and PSLV is turning 60. And what a great takeoff on this New Year day with the successful launch of PSLV C58 Xposat mission. So apart from the main satellite, all the project director has mentioned about the other payloads. There are some important payloads like fuel cell, which we will be demonstrating in the POEM phase, that is the subsequent phase when PS4 is used as a platform. And that POEM fuel cell will have potential application in our future missions like space station. So I wish Happy New Year, as well as I congratulate the entire Isro launch vehicle centers, especially Vikram Sarabhai Space Center and all other launch vehicle centers, and wish all the very best to the satellite team and all the payloads in POEM in the subsequent operation. Thank you very much.
Good morning to all of you. Today it is yet another historical day for Isro. We in Isro has given a New Year gift to all the Indians across the globe, as today we have successfully launched the Xposat satellite and 9 experimental payloads in the required orbit. And this is the 60th launch of the workhorse, the PSLV, as it was told when we are celebrating 60 years of first rocket launch, which happened on 21st November 1963. This is a major achievement for Isro and the entire India. The performance of the vehicle, PSLV vehicle, was as expected and as predicted. Exactly after 21 minutes, it gave 25,300 km per hour velocity and injected the satellite in the required orbit. And out of 60 vehicles, 58 vehicles, that is 96.7% is the success rate of PSLV. This is a great achievement. In this vehicle, further we are going to operate the PSLV fourth stage 2 times to accomplish and complete the mission. We have also first time placed very, very important payloads, as it was told. The fuel cell based 100-watt power generation system is placed along with 8 more important experimental things. All the vehicle systems have performed as expected and as predicted. As Chairman Isro announced, the orbit dispersion was very, very minimal. And the propulsion community also can be proud. All the propulsion systems, including the liquid propulsion systems, have performed extremely well. As the Director of LPSC and Project Management Council, Chairman of Space Transportation System, let me take this opportunity to compliment and congratulate all the Isro team members, our family members, the partners from industry and academia, all our elders who have made strong foundation for us to perform extremely well.
अरे ये वॉच सोमनाथ सर ने कौन सा वॉच पहना है? Doesn't look like Apple Watch.
New Year greetings. Let all of us in Isro continue this success saga to keep the organization high and contribute for the national growth and development. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Good morning. From yesterday evening around 4:30 onwards, the world is celebrating the New Year with a lot of fireworks. And India has celebrated today the New Year with the largest rocket firework ever. And except India, nowhere else it is possible that on New Year's Day you have a rocket launch and an important satellite getting launched. So, and also as my friend Brindavan Mato mentioned, that this is only the second satellite to study the X-ray polarization and the black hole related this one in the whole of the world. And this also is an indicator that we are on the right trajectory to be the first in many things in future. From the point of catching up with the world, now we are in the trajectory to start to lead the world. That is what this is symbolic today that has happened. As already mentioned, this is a unique satellite, first of its kind, where we have polarization as well as spectroscopy and timing measurements of the galactic X-ray sources studying. So this is going to bring out new science, and not only for India, this area of work is new throughout the world. There are not many people in the world who are working in this area and studying this aspect of the universe. And we are leap forwarding towards the leadership in this role in this area. And congratulations to the payload team, particularly the Raman Research Institute and the Space Astronomy Group of URSC for coming out with this excellent payload, and for our teams across the ISRO centers who made this satellite realization possible. And currently the operations team at both URSC and ISTRAC, supported by many other people around the world, tracking and tending to this satellite. And I'm sure in the next 5 years, this satellite is going to bring out outstanding scientific results. Wish you all of you once again very, very happy New Year. And we will continue this journey of celebrating in a most purposeful way like this in future also. Thank you.
Very good morning, Mr. Chairman and my dear colleagues. Once again, PSLV has delivered as promised and herald a very good new year to start in a successful note. And I also compliment the entire team of PSLV as well as the Xposat team to have such a unique vision on such an auspicious day on first day of the new year. Once again, it also shows what we can do in giving to the humanity as a whole and to explore the universe and able to integrate the payload from a research institution into spacecraft and have a successful mission, and I wish them all the best. I also compliment the entire team across ISRO centers for putting such an effort during last 45 days, considering some of the weather conditions, and continuing with the launch campaigns, and also making all the solid motors and all the liquid engines in all the other centers to have successfully integrated, tested and complemented at SDSR, and go ahead with this launch campaign and be able to do it as expected, as thought on the 1st January itself. I wish all the people, colleagues in ISRO and across nation and all the family members a very happy new year and have a successful one. And let us, as it told, 2023 is almost an watershed year with almost 8-9 launches, and we have to continue to do that and come with a very good impact in the both in research as well as in the coming missions. I wish you all the best, and once again wishing a happy new year. Thank you.
Good morning to Chairman ISRO and all my colleagues here. It's really heartening to see that PSLV C-58 majestically lifting off and going in the right path. And all the stations across our network has tracked fantastically and provided very good data. And we are still awaiting for the following orbit to really see.
I think Apple Watch लग रहा है, अभी इतना closely दिख रहा है.
Fourth stage getting into 350 kilometer.
Apple Watch crown है उसके ऊपर.
It is going to be a really challenging event.
Also जो पूछ रहे membership gifting.
Already being in orbit.
I think एक नया option आया है, but I can't find it.
Is going very nicely. Panels have got deployed and further operations are in progress. And regarding Xposat, already told, it is another brother of Astrosat, and it is going to be a real compliment to the scientific community to explore this universe and find many things which has not been revealed till date. So I compliment everyone to the PSLV project, to the satellite team, and also at Science Data Center, we are ready to receive the Xposat data and do the processing and provide to the community across the world. So we all wish the 2024 is going to be much challenging and further taking ISRO to greater heights. Thank you, Jai Hind, all the best. It's a great occasion and Happy New Year to all of you out there. Our New Year gift to the nation, an excellent launch and an excellent orbit. Our heritage navigation system has given almost an error of around 3 kilometers and in inclination 0.001 degree, which is truly world class. Kudos to the IASU team to have achieved such an orbit. The Xposat, as was highlighted, it's a small in size but great in its capabilities to look at the start of the universe. And the Poem 3, which is a very inexpensive microgravity platform, I think it is one of the unique platforms in the world. I think no other space agency provides such a platform. And this is a platform that Isro is giving to the NGEs and academic institutions in the country to test their ideas and technologies. And we are very happy to see that the academia have a great 2024.
Is building the rocket, building the satellite, and also
Okay,
providing
so,
the ground infrastructure for us to operate
Sir
and
is
make
there.
this mission possible. So congratulations to all of you for your excellent contributions and all the team members of ISRO and also the partnering academia and institutions for making this mission possible. Now, all of you know that the mission was at a 650 kilometer, 6-degree inclination, and we could have done the Poem experiment in the same orbit. But as a responsible space agency, we decided to bring the fourth stage to a lower orbit so that its life of the stage in the orbit is much lesser, so that we don't create debris in that process. So that's why it has been brought down to 350 kilometers. And in that orbit, we will be carrying out the experiment with the payloads, as already been mentioned. We have an interesting fuel cell experiment, which is going to be one of the precursors to our future powering of space station and other areas when we have to have power generation on board. And the VSAT is the Women Engineered Satellite, which is going to be an excellent contribution from all the girl students who have built this spacecraft. And we also have the experiments sponsored by various non-government entities, space startups in India, powered through the in-space coordination process. So congratulations to InSpace for enabling all these payloads on board the PSLV. And we are that this Poem is going to be unique in that aspect that all these payloads are there, but we are also having a unique way of dumping the remaining fuel and propellant and gas in this stage with a different approach, which is again not going to be done for the very first time. And the entire platform of Poem is going to be stabilized using cold gas thrusters, which has worked the last time very well. So we are looking for the orbital change, which will happen by the two firing of the engines and also bringing to 350 kilometer circular orbit. And after that, the Poem experiment will start. Is the whole process of this, and we'll be able to declare this payload successfully, maybe a course of 1 month or so. So possibly all of you know that the Poem payload has its own power generation capability with solar cells, batteries, and its own computers and commanding systems. So it's almost a full-fledged spacecraft supporting all of you to conduct experiments at very low cost. So it's once again an invitation to all the startups, budding entrepreneurs, students across the country to come and host your nodes on board PSLV 4 stage for experimenting and trying out your new ideas. So with this, let me close today's mission activities from the control center of Satish Dhawan Space Center, and we will be back with announcements through our social media platforms for what happened in the poem and what type of results have come out. Wait for that. And this year just began, and we are going to have many launches, and 2024 is going to be the year of Gaganyaan. As you already know, the TV-D1 mission has just been over last year, and this year we are expecting 2 more such test flights of the test vehicle, followed by the unmanned missions of the Gaganyaan program, and many more tests and experiments, which will be in very large numbers, which will not be quoted from this control center. Similarly, we are going to have missions of PSLV, GSLV, as well as SSLV in the coming year, this year as well. So, very hectic schedule waiting for all of you. And once again, let me wish a very, very happy New Year 2024 for the entire family of Isro, our partnering institutions, industries, and all our well-wishers. Thank you so much. Goodbye.
Okay. Thank you everyone. मजा आया.
Yeah,
Great
so
start to the
the
year.
live is over.
And I think we will also
Thank
end
you
the
for
stream
joining
here.
who has joined.
मैं end
Yeah,
करना भूल गया.
so
Bye bye.
thank you. Goodbye.